And welcome. What happened to the music? Oh, I don't want that anymore. I have a pen. That's better. It's breakfast with Bladez. Hello there. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Ah, that's a good point. How am I going to do that now? Yeah, the keyboard doesn't come up automatically. Oh well. There is something weird going on here. I can't hit return. Oh well. Never mind, it was a good idea. Twitch is acting a little bit odd this morning. So, I have no ideas. Oh yes, I've gone live. I've just heard my dinglingy bell go off. So, welcome. Rules. Okay. There's two sets of rules. There are the rules of programming, which I'm writing as we go. Rule number 1 was shown there. What is good for the player is good for the monster. But we also have the game rules, and I'm bringing this up now because this afternoon, hey presto, we are going to don't know why enter's not working. Never mind. I don't think my connection to Twitch is very good. Alrighty, we'll carry on, regardless, as usual, in typical Blade style. Rules. There is another set of rules. Let's have a look for them, shall we? Documents. That's where they are. Rules. Here we go. This is the GURPS Lite 4th edition. With a cup of coffee. It's breakfast, isn't it? Yeah, a cup of coffee. Oh, and I've got ice cream, chocolate ice cream for breakfast. It was delivered yesterday. And so was a new pen tablet for the Windows system, and it works a hell of a lot better. So much more better that I'm going to use it fully. I'm not going to use it on Linux, so it's for Windows. I've got the other tablet now that I can plug into the Linux machine if I need to. Onwards, this set of rules is how we'll govern the game that we are creating. We have a dice set, I believe, which we've already discussed. And there is a degree of success and failure rule in this, so we have to bear that in mind. Modifiers have maximums, and they also alter the dice rolls. So we have to be careful on when to make a dice roll, because obviously if the character is opening a door that is a normal door, you don't want to be making a dice roll. That kind of thing. Repeated attempts, you get minuses until you've rested a day or whatever. Reaction rolls. This is probably going to be incorporated as well, yeah. Characters, character points. Well, we've started on that already. We've already put strength, dex, IQ and health in. So those rules will follow. But secondary characteristics come from them. So all of this we now have as well. But we haven't done the structure for it because we haven't needed it yet. The only thing we need it for at the moment is going to be hit points. So, oh, fatigue points, yes. So those two. They're called fatigue points here, but I'm going to rename them to psi points because we're going to have special characters. Image and looks, who cares? Social background, not really bothered. When wealth and influence, yeah. Advantages, probably going to be putting some of those in. Disadvantages list, yeah. Those are just abilities, really. Skills, there's a skill for everything. Literally. Improves damage, right. Oh, so you can get up to +2 with karate. That's interesting. It doesn't give brawling. That's okay, well, we'll have karate then. Alright, we'll look at that a bit more in depth as we do the combat system. Equipment, armour. It's a damage reduction system. So the number it gives there is how much damage it absorbs. And if it absorbs damage, it also gets damage. But I don't think that's in the basic game. No, it's not, so we won't be including that. Shields, give a defense bonus, and if you have an effective dice roll within that area you can also damage your shield, but I don't think again that this is in the basic system. Weapon stats, we have burning, crushing, impalings, piercing and fun. Weapons tables, we have a nice little list that we're going to include, and some that we're not going to include. Firearms we're not including. Physical feats, yeah. Jumping, lifting, moving, throwing. Throwing definitely is going to be involved. Mental feats. Sense rolls, obviously. For finding secret doors, which we don't have yet. Will rolls against fright and other things. Combat is what we're doing this afternoon, so this is a section on combat. Well, we're doing this afternoon, and how we're going to do it? We're going to start off by ignoring a lot of it and just going for the attack. Remember, there's all out attack and all out defense. And then there's this unarmed combat. Here's brawling. Now, do we give the brawling skill or the karate skill? I think we give the karate skill. I think martial arts is probably a better way to go. There is actually a whole book on martial arts. Yeah. There's also a whole book on Japan, which they call Nippon. Which is fine. How the attack roll works is here. We're going to do exactly the same thing. Melee attacks is what we're going to start with, so we'll be going through all of this. We're not doing ranged attacks until after. We've got melee attacks working. Defending, how to defend against it. So we've got the defense roll, the dodging, the blocking, and the parrying. Those are your 3 defenses, and your defense modifiers, your damage that you do, and injury modifiers. We'll be ignoring them to start off with, and got to get everything up to here working. So I think we're going to stop on damage roll. So we're actually doing quite a lot. We're doing melee attacks, ignoring, ranged attacks. No, we're not doing that. So we're just doing melee attacks up to there. We're not doing the ready maneuver because we're doing karate. The skill we're going to be using is karate. We're going to be ignoring a lot. I think we're going to be ignoring all the modifiers to start off with, and just doing a very basic karate joust with our monster. And then we have to look, once we have that working, we have to get basic injury working, obviously. Otherwise you will never get a winner. How fatigue works, or in our case psionics works, or psi power. It's the same thing. It's mental fatigue or fatigue. Fatigue covers both mental and physical. So I suppose we could keep it as fatigue. But in our game it's going to give us a psi shield, which is going to be interesting. Because there's a full book on psionics in here, but we have to make our own up, so never mind. There's disease, suffocation, heat, flame, poison, and I run out at 32. And that's going to be about it. So that's really 32. There's quite a lot of bits we're going to be taking out of this, all the way from 27 and the attack roll, because we've got the dice. So what we're going to do first of all is list out everything that we want and what effect they are going to have on the game and how they're going to be used. That's going to be the first thing that we need to do, is take these rules as they are written and put the basics in, and then keep coming back to these rules and keep adding the complexity of the rule set into our game, bit by bit. And I think that will work better than anything else. I'm going to keep this up for this afternoon. That's the first 15 minutes. So the other rules that we have, let's have a look at those. These are programming rules, and currently we have rule 1, what is good for the player is good for the monster. It does not reflect, so what is good for the monster is not necessarily good for the player. So we can't program in the reverse way. We have to program in whatever the player can do, a monster can do. We have to program that way, or the game will fail. It will not be challenging and it will not be interesting. And believe it or not, I want to make it interesting. So, do we have any questions? I'm just trying to think if there's any other rules I want to make at this little point into. Yeah, there is. So we'll have rule 2. This is from yesterday. never mix prototype code with final. You're probably thinking to yourselves, how the hell do you do that? Oh, do love this new pad. So much easier to use. The new pad is a Deco 03 XP pen. So if you look up XP-pen space Deco space 03, Google it. Actually, I'll do it for you. What's here? I'll show you what I'm using. So that's a new rule, never mix prototype code with a final code. I've already failed on that rule once. That'll do. And what is it? It's XP. There we go. That one. Let's go to the site. There you go. It's it's the now if I change modes on it, I can now scroll up and down. Can I? Yes. Yes, that's lovely. This is it. Deco. And it's huge. It's huge. The Wacom tablet is about that big. It would fit right in the middle of the centre, and that's still with buttons and a little area here at the bottom to actually use the pen in. This goes from this corner here all the way across to this corner here to this corner right across there. It's huge area and it works beautifully. And there's a mode switch which takes it into this scroll mode so you can browse properly. The pen has a pen holder and also a pen stand incorporated. There's also this mouse wheelie thingy, which I'm not sure, it's doing brackets or something at the moment. I don't know what it's doing, but I'm going to look at the wheel later. Give it a purpose, this wheel up here in the top left. Maybe I could turn that to scrolling. Maybe if I place the pen down and do that, no, it doesn't do anything. The pen itself does come with free software if you would like it. So it's 10.5 inches by 5.62 inches. You measure that out. It actually goes, yeah, that's about right actually. Yeah, that's where my little corner markers are. It's ultra thin, certainly is. 8mm, yeah. Both right hand and left hand use. The pen grip, by the way, here is gorgeous. It's this really soft material. It's like a very soft rubbery feel. Like a car tyre really, I suppose, but I don't know how to describe the rubbery feeling. Versatility means you can set all of this, all these switches, you can reset to whatever you want. Multifunction pen holder. At one end you've got your nibs and a USB receiver. I don't have USB on this computer. I have, this is a USB lead I'm using. The pen goes inside this rather nice pen holder. The top here, non-slip rubber pad. You turn it up onto your desk and you place your pen in. And it's a pen holder. like this here. Look at that. And that goes on your desk. There's no little groove like the Wacoms, where you put your pen in and it falls out or the cat gets it. There's your specifications. You get a pen, 8 replacement nibs, which I've never used. The passive pen, yeah. The pen holder, USB cable comes with it, a little quick guide, and there is an anti-fouling drawing glove included, which is interesting because I'm not using it and I should. But anyway, also you get some free software. Products that are recommended, that one looks awesome. But they are such large areas, look at them. Doesn't say on that one. I mean, these are so much better than the Wacoms. A lot smoother to use, as you can tell. Very nice to flick them. Flick it. It'll do. This is gestures, by the way, gestures mode. Press this button here and it comes out of gestures mode. Like that. Oh, it'll still receive it because that's, yeah. This is something on here. Deco 3, a beloved design. It is. I think it's awesome. There are some really advanced stuff in here. How much does it cost? About £100, I think. Well, under. It's under £100. Doesn't say whether I can buy it here or not. Oh, there's a store map. Right, it thinks I'm in Tehran. According to this, I am currently broadcasting to you via Tehran. And that's probably why I'm having problems with that return key not working. Oh, I do love these things. I love computers. I'm not telling you where the server is I'm using. Obviously, it's not in Tehran. Right. Showing you a bit of that. And we've messed around a little bit. We've had a bit of fun. So at that point I think we're going to call it. You know what the rules are. We've got rule number 1, rule number 2, and we have a set of rules that we are going to incorporate into the code. Starting this afternoon with combat. So I'm going to go and set up everything, programming, and I'm actually going to go and read the rules for combat before I start at about midday. I think we'll do that. We'll start about midday. How's about that? So there we go, that was rules. If there's any questions, note it in the chat. Comments below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, you can always whisper me. There is a whisper thing on Twitch. Don't know how it works, so don't ask me. I'm not a professional streamer, so I don't really bother with it all. Probably a bad idea, but never mind. Let's let you get on with your morning. Thank you for the breakfast. Thank you for popping by, whoever did. And I'll catch you this afternoon. There's a stop button. Oh wow, it works so much easier.